This is a map of the 1960s era AT&T LongLines microwave relay network. Hundreds of hardened sites were built atop mountains with massive microwave equipment, some designed to withstand a nuclear war. Of course there's one at Montauk. Many of these sites can be found beneath indescript small buildings. You would never know they're down there. And Montauk is no exception. For years, we have been trying to figure out what's inside of this building, which has been dubbed the security house, because a state trooper used to live in this building with his German Shepherd. This is what the building looked like in 1995 when this photo was taken. The space in which you can access the underground bunker beneath this AT&T LongLines facility at Montauk was within the state trooper's apartment, which was converted. I'm pretty sure that the state trooper knew it was down there and he was probably part of his duty to guard it, but it is possible that he did not know it was even beneath his feet. Now, a rare look inside of this building. Pretty amazing. Yeah. Oh wow, I have a light too if you want. I have a pretty good searchlight if you want to just take a peek. I was also allowed to enter a hatch in the floor to look for this underground facility, but what I found was that we could not access a certain part of the building. This is exactly what we were looking for. Like a crawl space. Looks like the usual pipe run and everything like that. I don't see any more deeper, this wouldn't, usually there's like even a freight elevator and a staircase for people if there is a big underground, but this is pretty cool though. I'll take a...
I'll make sure this hatch is closed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one's pretty heavy. Let's see. There seems like a stone floor down here. Wow. Goes pretty far back. Underneath. The whole building.
Under the whole building?
Yeah, it looks like it goes to that front door, or actually there's a wall right there, so maybe it's not the whole building. And then I don't see anything else. Looks like your standard maintenance area.
Oh, okay, so it's crawl space.
Crawl space, yeah. But there is a foundation chimney thing right there, and then I guess we would see if there's some kind of other freight area. Yeah, wow. I'm happy to check that out. That sure is. Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Cool. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's a lot of it was just generators. Yeah. Backup. There's utilidors around, but I can't seem to find, I think some of those square hatches are from the utilidor tunnels where they have electric, gas, and water. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't, here, but I don't think there's anything in here.
That's, yeah. If it's locked, it's fine. I appreciate the...
It's just an empty building.
Cool.
I never saw anything in the floor there.
Yeah.
But there's nothing on the floor back here, but I'll take you into the old section that, what's left of it.
Yeah. And you said there's some old computers and whatnot back there.
Yeah, some old shit back here.
Very cool. Yeah, some of those, the one you said a guy was fixing up, I think it's called FSQ-7. It's like the old, has the oscilloscope so they can see the blips on the radar, and they had a whole room of them. But I found some really cool stuff about...
Yeah, that actually, we have that. We have the old control panel. That's in the garage, unless they moved it again. I don't think they did. I was one of the people that brought it there.
Yeah.
That's over there in Hidden Hills.
Oh, that's awesome.
In one of the houses over there. This should be everything under there.
Some of these facilities have been for sale, out in the Midwest, for private use, and they it's pretty interesting. They have some of them just look like a tiny little water main that's building, and then underneath is this huge. Wow.
You can smell the age.
Oh yeah, it smells like a lot of the other parts of the base. Wow, look at all these ancient. Oh man, these are the ancient phone connections. Amazing. You know, there's another identical rack like this in the old communications building, kind of. Oh my God, look at all those boards. That's amazing.
I know. This is the only part of the base that hasn't been molested.
Amazing. You mind if I take those?
Oh yeah, take pictures.
Because I love circuit boards. I collect them, and I.
Well, if you want to grab something, just grab something. I really don't give a shit.
Maybe just one stick of RAM or something.
Yeah, I mean the place has been.
I think they're fastened, but it's a nice souvenir, but it's just cool to see it. It's amazing that all these racks now could fit inside like the size of a small, like a desktop machine.
Yeah.
But back then, this was like, cutting edge. That's amazing how many racks. These are all like old RAM sticks from way back.
Wow.
They have like probably, like now RAM is gigs, but these were like KB. And amazing. Wow.
But, even the old manuals, everything's there.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely could be preserved. I mean, this is historical stuff. Hopefully it doesn't get,
Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, the ceiling hasn't leaked. I mean, the place is like they left it, besides just us throwing some crap in here.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is so cool. I've been studying the technology of it too, and just you see how they had a lot of the firsts here, and even like the internet itself, and is based off of like the Sage platform.
Oh, wow.
Very first of everything seems to come back to Montauk, kind of.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, but this is great, man. Thank you. This is like technology heaven. There's racks back there.
No problem. If you want to hang out and take some more pictures, I don't really care what you do.
I mean, this is.
Leave you here too.
Oh, I mean.
1982.
Oh my God. That's probably the last year they were in here. Wow.
I don't see anything even written in it. So that was
Safety doesn't cost anything until you
It's
forget
still
it.
sitting there. Actually, I did see something written.
Oh look, the old Bell Systems. No job is so important. Yeah, these like.
Oh, look.
Oh wow.
Dude, something did. So they were here in July.
Huh. Of 82.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. They're probably closing it up, and I know they dehorned the microwave tower at some point. But this used to connect to Noyak. There's a facility that just said the next stopover was Noyak, then Riverhead.
What's that? WH West Hampton?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Actually,
This is all technical terminology.
Interesting. Yeah, the
It's definitely military sergeant.
Oh yeah.
PH. Yeah.
Cool.
They were here up until
Syracuse.
July.
Wow. Yeah, there's another base somewhere in Syracuse.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's for the Air Force or for the AT&T.
Oh,
They were everywhere.
Yeah, they were communicating. Well, it's July 15th. That looks like the last date.
Wow.
That's
That
it.
makes
Nothing
sense.
else. Nothing else logged.
And nobody's been in here since. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Yeah, there should be some kind of like big elevator or something, because they take all that equipment down, so it would be pretty noticeable, I think. But it's good to know for sure.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's an old grill, I think.
Yeah, it's all heavy duty one.
Very cool. Yeah, those are like the old kind you see at, I think, used to be at Hither Hills a long time ago.
Yeah,
in the 80s.
we have those, but that's a double one. We don't have those. Looks like somebody cut the shit out of this.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Cutting these cables will definitely stop the transmissions of the radar. It's kind of odd that that was in the book, and I do not think that anybody would have entered this building previously and been able to see these cables, so this is very interesting.
I guess maybe they,
somebody talking.
yeah, they couldn't figure it out. Maybe they just
Yeah.
easiest way to shut it off.
Communications to the tower, maybe your water roll.
Another way to tell if there is the bunker underneath is there should be a giant like vent fan basically, and
The only thing I saw, sometimes it's directly under the tower, and sometimes it's, I saw you have a building back there, a square from satellite, but I think you said it was a doghouse.
No, I didn't even go. I don't even know. Do
Oh,
I
yeah.
have the key to this? I don't think I have the key to this.
Yeah, probably not. It's probably still,
We
yeah.
get around the other side maybe if I go in there.
I guess it's that building I see from,
Well,
that's probably just
I think
shadow.
that was for a horse thing, but we can walk over there.
I mean, it's up to you if you have the time, even.
I do.
Okay,
I've got
cool.
A few minutes because I'm just going to clean up the park now, and then
Cool.
I'm supposed to leave by 4:30.
Okay, yeah, I won't keep you, definitely,
But-
because I
but you
appreciate
could,
this.
Yeah, you can do whatever, man.
Cool. I
Stick around,
appreciate it.
Stick around till dark, you know.
I'll grab as much distill places I want to check out. Like there's a little tiny building all the way back at the end of a trail, Battery 112 over there.
Yeah.
And if you follow it into the woods, there's this little shack there. And I'm really interested to see if it's another one of those, what you found with Rocco on the old fisherman shack that has. It said it was a chlorine building, which makes sense because there's water and a drain there that goes out down by the beach. But the ladder and stuff does look like a vent shaft.
I didn't go down there. Only Rocco did.
Yeah, he stuck his head in, right?
I'm too fucking big. He's skinnier than me, so he was
Yeah.
able to squeeze through the hole.
Okay,
I
yeah.
couldn't squeeze in.
That's like a residence, I guess.
Yeah, that's the other side of the thing. I'm just looking to see if we-
Oh, cool. That's an amazing tower there.
Yeah, you can
Cool. Yeah, I'll take
go
a
back
quick
there.
look.
Yeah,
I know there's
know.
ticks.
I don't feel like going to get sick.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, it looks like just a dog, kind of like a little kennel or something. Yep, a horse barn. Definitely a horse barn.
We can safely assume that in the space between these two windows lies the area that we are looking for, the one part of this building that we cannot access, the one part of this building that has to contain a staircase and some sort of elevator. This staircase, found in another AT&T LongLines facility, has a very similar width of the missing space between the two windows that we're looking for here. I mean, this looks identical. Whether it be a simple staircase or a more complex staircase, with either a walk-on freight elevator or an elevator similar to that inside of the Sage radar. Regardless, below this facility is a bunker of some kind. The Army Corps of Engineers does not seem to know where this facility is either, as you can see some of the testing that they've done, looking for tanks, water lines, leaks, etc. Here's a look at some of the other facilities. Noyak was one of the main facilities, equal to Montauk. Most likely has a large underground bunker, bigger than Montauk. Riverhead and West Riverhead locations were gap filler sites, so they were kind of like relays. This location borders a former Air Force base housing neighborhood. It's a small development with only 100 houses. And over the decades, there has been an astounding amount of gunfire, leading to several people being unalived. Some say this neighborhood is cursed, but that's a whole nother story. The West Riverhead location is actually very interesting as well,
as it borders a radar site, and it's not just any radar site. It just so happens to be the radome that replaced the Montauk radar in 1981. Here you can see a photo I took of this location from the air when I took a ride in a one-propeller plane. This is the Shirley location, right in the middle of a neighborhood.
Look at that microwave tower.
Yeah,
Holy
not
crap.
cool. It connects to
That's,
Montauk.
yeah, that's AT&T LongLines.
Is it an alternate? Is it a microwave?
This is the LongLines, the former LongLines. It's a coaxial cable hub. Underneath there should be a basement. 2 gymnasium-sized rooms filled with like DOD water and crackers, and that used to have microwave horns. It would connect to Riverhead, 2 in Riverhead, and then 1 in Noyak, and then 1 in Camp Hero, Montauk. So now they just use it for cell phone towers, as you can see. There's like a billion of them on there. But yeah, that connects to Camp Hero.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Surely.
AT&T started to plan a coast-to-coast network of microwave relay stations in the C-band from 4 to 8 gigahertz that would not only carry hundreds of simultaneous telephone calls, but would yield enough bandwidth to carry the newness of the day, television signals. The LongLines coast-to-coast microwave system was inaugurated in 1951 with a televised address by President Truman. The system continued to be built out over the 1950s and 1960s, and saw increasing use by television networks as the profits from advertising on a national level started rolling in. Is that a bunker in your basement? Planned and built during some of the chilliest days of the Cold War, these facilities were seen as vital parts of national infrastructure and were treated as such. Depending on the location, some of the structures were designed to withstand a 20 megaton nuclear blast 2.5 miles away. All of the sites had enormous backup generators with huge fuel tanks in case of mains power was lost, which was a daily possibility due to the remoteness of many of the sites. Many of the facilities had large basements under the equipment room that were set up as bomb shelters, complete with civil defense supplies. That network engineers were expected to be at their post when World War III kicked off was never in question. AT&T even went as far as to post plaques in their facility with mission-centric messages like, "Communications is the foundation of democracy," presumably to inspire the staff as they rose from the ashes to rebuild civilization. Not all of the facilities had a bunker beneath them. It depended on how important they were. Let's see how important Montauk was. Montauk was responsible for providing flight data for FAA, for civilians, for military. It provided radar data for 2 nuclear missile sites, the Army and the Air Force's missile bases. They provided radar data to scramble fighter jets and to launch interceptors from the airfield. They provided data for so many important agencies and facilities. They were a major part of NORAD and the first line of defense for anything coming across the Atlantic towards the United States. So I would say this facility is worth hardening and building an underground, being that they put them pretty frequently beneath most of these AT&T LongLines facilities. I would say Montauk is definitely considered one of the important ones. It's not the biggest, but it is definitely present.